All right. Good morning or good afternoon, P2. This is Work EDU. Remember, we're doing the Occupations and Technology book. So open your book to page 89. We're going to be talking and reviewing for a test in the next video. So today we're going to review the skilled work. Remember, we talked about this, okay? So, what is the metal cutters? What do? They cut metal sheets. The hammer. What is the hammer? We use it to hammer the nails in. Now 3, what is the nail? Used with the hammer so we can join 2 pieces of wood together. 4, the screwdriver. We use it to screw the screws in. Go to page 90. We have the screws, used with the screwdriver to join 2 objects. We connect the 2 objects with the screws. The ruler, we use it to measure the length. And the cutter, you remember, we use it to cut thin material. 8, sandpaper, we use this to make the surface smooth. We use the sandpaper. 9, the pliers, we use it to cut the wires. 10, the saw, we use that to cut the wood. The jigsaw, we use it to cut thin pieces of wood. And chisel, we use it to carve the wood. Okay, let's go to page 90. Now, safe use. How do we use the tools safely? Avoid accidents when using tools and equipment. Number 1, make sure the tools or equipment are not broke. 2, wear proper clothing and tie up your hair. Sometimes you use the tool, your hair might get caught, so you pull your hair back and you wear the right clothes. 3, beware and careful while working. If you have a hammer, you don't want to hammer and you might hit someone. You have to be careful. 4, do not play while working. You don't want to play with the tools. You don't want to throw them because you might hurt someone. 5, put away the tools when you finish. Go to page 92. Okay, this is my picture, yours is different. In class, you should have drawn a picture and tell me, what was it, your tool? So, you have to draw one that's different. You already finished in class, okay? Okay, now remember this? Used for cutting, slitting, or slashing. It should be the cutter. Number 2, used for hitting and smashing objects. Which one do we use? The hammer. Used for cutting pieces of wood. The saw. Used for cutting the wires, the pliers, and used for making wood and other things smooth, the sandpaper. Go to page 94. Now remember, we talked about making toys. And what kind of toys do we have? We have brain developing toys right here. We have muscle developing toys, football. These ones help your muscles grow. And now we go to page 95. Making toys using the design process. How do we make toys? Number one, identify a problem or a need. That's the first step. So think about what kind of toy you want to make. Number two, gather data. How are we going to make your toy? So you think, how am I going to make it? Three, now you make the product. So you want to prepare the materials to make it. Number four, evaluation. Checking that the toy that you made is what you want it to be. Okay? Now go to page 96. Now, you have to be creative when you make a toy. What does that mean? You have to, one, have original thinking. So this means coming up with your own idea. You come up with your own toy. Two, fluent thinking. That means thinking about the same thing in different ways. You say, oh, I can make that toy a different way than you made it. Three, flexible thinking. Making connections between different things that may at first seem to have no connection. Four, detailed thinking. Creativity involves very small details, so you have to be very detailed thinking. So that means thinking about what materials do you need to make your toy. Okay? And so, we're going to finish here, and then the next video, we're going to have the test. It's going to ask you questions about all of this stuff that we reviewed, okay? Thank you.